Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Your Millionaire Friend. I'm your host, Shanice Jones, and as always, I am here to drop you a golden nugget of wisdom to fuel your journey to financial freedom. All right. Now, whether you're listening on your morning commute or on your way to check on your latest property, or simply curled up in your couch dreaming of your next move, this episode is for you. Today, we're diving into a hot topic. Now, I see this word or these words floating around social media way too many times, and I hear influencers talk about it, gurus write books on it, and people dream about it. So let's get real about it, okay? The question I want to explore today with you is passive income really passive? Everyone wants to have passive income, passive income, passive income. I hear it so much. I see it so much online. Is it really passive? Now, let's start by defining what passive income really is. Now, the textbook version is money earned with little or no daily effort after the initial setup. Now, think about rental incomes, dividend stocks, royalties, automated businesses, right? Money earned with little or no daily effort. All right. The truth is, and this is your first gem for today, no income is truly passive at the beginning. Because when people say passive income, their brain automatically goes to, oh, I can just make money. I can just make money by not doing anything. It's passive. It just comes back to me right away. Like I don't have to do much. I don't have to put a lot into it. Really, think about it for a second. If it was that easy, then everyone would be doing it, right? So no income is truly passive, at least not at the beginning. When I bought my first property, I wasn't just handed the key and a check. I was painting walls, screening tenants, dealing with plumbers at 2 a.m. at the morning. It was anything but passive. I was working. I had to put in that work. And I also recruited my husband and my kids to work on these properties as well, because you know what? We're all benefited from it. So we're all going to work on it. So it was anything but passive. Now I want you to think about it. What's the first thing that comes to your mind when you hear the word passive income? You're free to DM me, tag me, whatever it is. Or if you're watching on YouTube, you can just put a comment. What comes to your mind when you hear the term passive income? Like, I want a passive income job, passive, 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 right? Well, let me break it down to you in 3 stages. The first stage is the grind stage. That's the stage a lot of us are kind of stuck in, right? You're laying the foundation, you're working, you're putting that elbow grease in. This is the phase where you're investing time, energy, and often your own money. Because I know a lot of us don't want to use other people's money because you got to pay other people back, right? So whether you're launching an Airbnb, writing a book, or investing in vending machines, this is when you put in the work, in the grinding stage. You put in your time, your effort. You're building something out of nothing. You're literally pulling it out the sky. So you have to grind for it, right? I remember when I got my second property in New Jersey, people thought that I was just collecting rent checks. What they didn't see was me meeting with contractors, getting ripped off, driving long hours on the weekend with my kids to and from the property. And dealing with city agencies are sometimes no joke. They make the process so difficult sometimes, and I don't even know why. Right? Now, the second part is that you have to build systems, right? The first part was the grinding stage. The second part would be the system stage. Now you're building systems to make the business sustainable. This is where automation, delegation, documentation becomes your best friend, right? Property management companies, virtual assistants, autoresponders, they're tools that you can slowly implement into your business so that you can remove yourself from daily tasks. But let's not lie to ourselves. Even at this stage, you're the visionary because you're the owner of the company. You're pulling this business idea out from nothing. So you're still there because you're the vision. You're the roadmap to success. You have everything within you of how the business should run, how the business should look like, right? So you're still checking in the business, you're reviewing reports, you're managing people. At this stage, it's less physical labor intensive for you because you're hiring most of your help, but they're still very active in everything of the business. They're still very active, like in a strategic way. Okay. The third stage is when you get to the passive stage. All right. This is when the income starts to flow without constant input from you. Now you've done the work, you've built the systems, now the machine runs, and your job becomes like fine tuning things every so often. All right. So, want to know if your income stream is truly passive? Ask yourself, if I disappeared for 30, 60, 90 days, would money still come in? If that money is still rolling in, then you have a business that is generating passive income. Now, there's a lot of misinformation out there, so let's set the record straight on some of them, okay? One myth is that you can make passive income overnight. If everyone could make passive income overnight, don't you think everyone would be making passive income overnight? The truth is, most overnight success takes about 5 to 10 years. You're just hearing about it and you feel that this person became an overnight success, but they have not. They've been working on the low for a long time. Now, myth number 2. You don't have to know much to earn passively. Well, if you don't know the game, someone else will win with your money. It's like contractors. If you're in the real estate industry, you know, contractors can be such a ripoff. You can take one contractor to your job, they'll tell you the job was worth 5,000. Take another one, he'll double it 10,000. Take another one, and the price is just different. And you have to use your knowledge. For example, I needed a roof patch a couple months ago in New Jersey. And I called one company, and this man tried to sell me an entirely new roof. And I'm like, this roof is pretty good. It's never given me problems in all the years that I've owned this property. And there's just a tiny leak. Why do I need to replace the whole thing? This man sent me a whole report that was BS. Little did he know that I've been in property management for so many years that I know it was BS. So I called somebody else and they gave me a quote for $2,000, and that roof is going to last me another 5 to 10 years. All right. So you have to know the game or someone else will win with your money. Myth number 3. Passive income is hands off forever. Passive income doesn't mean invisible. Smart investors still monitor their money one way or another. Or you're going to wake up one morning and just be broke. Okay? Monitor your money. Getting it passively does not mean that you just disappear. No, you're still the visionary. All right? Now, some of these myths may have fooled you in the beginning, but be honest with yourself. Be honest about which one you've been fooled by and just learn from it, grow from it. We've all been there. It's not perfect. Owning a business is not, just ABC. No, we're going to fall and fail so many times, but it's as many times as we fall, we just got to get back up. Now, let me give you some examples, right? Mostly passive businesses, after you've put in that elbow grease, of course. Real estate rentals, top of the list. Come to the front of the line because this is my favorite. They're great long term, but you need upfront capital. Yes, some people will tell you can do no money down. Sometimes that is possible. Or if you're like me and you use other people's money, but you still need to work in this industry. You still need to screen your tenants. Property has to be maintained. There are still certain things that requires you to be present. Don't just buy a house and say, hey, property manager, just do everything from top to bottom. No, I mean, it's great having a property manager, but you still should be present. You still should know what's going on, right? Okay, another example is digital products such as ebook, courses, templates, stuff like that. You can scale an ebook, you can scale courses, right? It's like you create the system, you spend time building it out, and then you just market it and watch people purchase day after day after day. It becomes passive in that way, but you should still be present so you can update it. Stock market dividends is another one. That could be passive, but it requires capital and education. You see, stock market is something that I just started playing with maybe a year now. It's not something that I fully understand. So for me to just jump in head first, I need to be educated. I need help when it comes to this. All right. Another one is automated e-commerce like Shopify or drop shipping. With systems, you can have your website up and running and everything just run automatically. But you still need to start it. You need to start it. You need to put the website together. You need to choose your products. You need to market it. Still not easy. You have to still spend time of it. Now, out of all of these, real estate is my bread and butter. It helped me build wealth while giving me leverage to help others, like I do today with my company, Gold Key Assets. For those of you who don't know, Gold Key Assets is my property management and compliance company. And we're located in New York. So if you need a property manager, hit me up. Now, here's a step by step for beginners. Start with what you know. If you're in healthcare, then great, start there. If you're in hospitality, use that. Learn before you leap. Please read. You can listen to podcasts as well. You can buy courses, educate yourself one way or the other. Don't just leap and just jump. You will lose your time, money, and effort. Now, 3, save aggressively. You need startup capital. Yes, you can use other people's money, but I believe when you're starting a new business that you don't know much about, you're just trying something, you're testing the waters, use money that you can afford to lose. And if you're using other people's money, you got to pay them back, so you can't afford to lose it. All right? So save aggressively, even for low investment ventures, okay? 3, build slowly. You know, a lot of times big companies fail because they just scale too fast. What do you think happened with little companies? They scale too fast too. So build slowly. Focus on one stream at a time, one thing at a time, one building block at a time. And you got this. Don't worry. Create systems early. Now, don't wait until you're drowning to get help. Please don't wait until you're drowning to get help. Now, I want you to pick one passive income idea for this week. I want you to research it. I want you to work on it and let me know. Let me know in the comments how it's working, how it's going. And let me know, do you think passive income is really passive? I don't, at least not at first, but with intention, discipline, and strategy, it can become a beautiful tool for freedom. Now, if you take anything for today, let it be this. Don't fall for the shortcut. Don't fall for the shortcut culture. Passive income is earned through vision, effort, and resilience. Okay? All right. So that's it for today's episode of Your Millionaire Friend. I hope you're walking away with clarity and confidence to take your next step. Now, make sure you follow me at Your Millionaire Friend on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube. Just type it in and you'll find me. Okay. Be sure to follow, leave a review, and share this with someone who is chasing passive income without a plan. All right. I love you guys. Thank you for spending this time with me. It's your girl, Shanice Jones, and you have been listening to Your Millionaire Friend. Thank you. Bye.